I live a low life trying to mind my business. I never understood mixing time with business. I rhyme with swiftness, heroic quickness. Try to figure out what a nigga's gift is. For all I know, I could be good at this. And if not, I'll work at it until my shit pops like a soda can on a summer day. But ain't no summer games, I ain't come to play.
What up, y'all? It's Type Man 20. I have not recorded a YouTube video in quite some time, and at first I'd say I was nervous to open up the camera and speak in front of it, but I literally just took an 18-minute video, kind of just going over everything that I'm about to talk about, and then I just deleted it. I said forget it, and then I did it again for I think like 7 minutes, and I was just like, let me try this again. Third time's the charm. So, am I an asshole? Or am I misunderstood? Not really, just blank there. That was wild. How I see myself as an individual that cares about the planet. I'm a humanitarian. I really care about people's rights, like their natural rights, not the rights that they just declare themselves to have over other people. Like, I really care about our natural rights, and I believe those natural rights are the ability to be happy, the pursuit of happiness, to love, to be yourself, and there are more, but for the sake of this time, because I'm currently at work, this is just like downtime. Although I said that I recorded a 17-minute video, I had 17 minutes, and I had an extra 6 minutes about 25 minutes ago. So with that being said though, I really care about people and their human rights, their birth rights, the things that they deserve upon coming into this world. Nobody should come into this world feeling like they can't be who they feel that they are, that they can't love who they want to love, that they can't just exist, you know? So this is how I see myself. I also know that I can be detached. And I feel like part of this detachment comes from two things. One is more recently developed than the other. So number one is just like the family structure that I grew up in has pushed me to be very independent since a young age. Nothing wrong with that. The issue is trying to rekindle some of those relationships. It's kind of hard for me because I feel like I've done a lot by myself, you know, whether I spoke on it or not, you know, I handled myself pretty well in times where other people were stressed, and not saying that I wasn't stressing, it's just that I maintained my composure pretty well. So the second thing that I'm detached about is kind of oxymoronish, just considering that I said that I am a humanitarian, and I get in spaces where I'm detached when I see people of my skin complexion, darker or lighter, being killed. People that want to love themselves being harassed, you know, just because there are so many standards that society places on individuals to be this or be that. And when you want to be yourself and love yourself as you are, you know, you are chastised for it. You're persecuted for it. I've grown detached when I constantly see videos of people that identify however they want to being harassed and attacked, which leads to other emotional issues that they deal with, which, you know, sometimes may have a negative ending, you know. And one thing about the internet is we see this stuff all the time, like almost every day, if you are aware, you know. Now, of course, there are people that live in their bubbles. As of late, I've been in my own bubble, haven't really been on social media, on my regular social media accounts. I've just kind of taken a backseat to nourish my mind, and a lot of the stuff that I see is just from Twitter, you know, or I wouldn't even say just from Twitter, because there are like pages that I follow that do post these things that are occurring. but it's not as heavy as it is on my main account. And I know it was post after post after post, hashtag after hashtag after hashtag, story after story after story. You go to the explore page on Instagram and this is all you see. So then it puts me in a state of mind where it's kind of like I break myself off. It's like a divide and conquer kind of thing, you know, just because if I break myself off and I'm just like, well, let me just focus on myself. That makes me more susceptible because there's strength in numbers. And by me saying that I'm just going to focus on myself, it's selfish. And so that ties in with me being misunderstood or being an asshole, because being an asshole is being selfish. Now, I understand you can't allow yourself to be overconsumed by the things that are going on in the world because they're distractions. You don't want to get knocked off your path, especially for something that hasn't happened to you. You know, it may hit home, but feel those emotions, you know, allow yourself to be inspired and to respond effectively and well thought out, you know what I mean? Don't react, respond. Do not react, respond. So this is how I see myself. Like I said, with my detachment, how I grew up, you know, I've been independent since I was young, you know. Just one of the earliest things I can think of is learning how to use a microwave when I was like 3, maybe 4, you know, learning how to read the instructions. My grandma would, now she would help me read the instructions and how to compute everything that I was reading, you know. But when I didn't need her anymore, she just bought me food, she just provided the food, but I didn't have a job at 4 years old to go and put food on my table, you know, so from there, like, I knew what I had to do. And that was until I was 16, 17, and started living with my mom. And I'm still independent, and because of this, I haven't really had like the best relationship with my mom. I haven't had the best relationship with my sisters. I had an amazing relationship with my little brother, and then kind of went through a phase of detachment again, and I started to push away. I started seeking my freedom. Not saying that I didn't have the freedom, but just like even more, you know what I mean? And it sucks sometimes, because I know that there are a lot of things, like I get home late, and I know that my siblings they're waiting on me. 1 of them, 2 of them, 3 of them, they're waiting on me for me to get home, just to kind of hang out, chill, watch a movie, talk, watch YouTube, whatever the case is. Like, so I deal with this detachment because I've been independent for so long, and sometimes it's hard for me to, like, sometimes I genuinely want to spark the relationship again, you know, because I know that the relationship has potential, and other times I kind of get in the space, I get in the mood where I'm kind of like, let me breathe. Let me just go focus on the things that I want to focus on. And they may not understand me now, but when I'm successful, you know, I'll be able to, in a shower, I'll be able to pay them back in monetary ways, you know, give them things that I may have felt that I didn't have, and hopefully they'll appreciate it. But it's just that detachment, it kind of like inspired from me if I just overthink about it, you know. So I'm not gonna overthink about it. My interactions with the world, I handle business. I rarely have excuses. Just because I like to get things done, like one way or another. Like, it doesn't matter to me what circumstances are in front of me. Like, I rarely tell myself that I cannot do something. And if I tell myself that I cannot do something, it's that I cannot do something in the moment, in my current state of mind, or with my current circumstances, whatever it is. So I know that anything that I set my mind to, I can definitely do it. Only time I tell myself that I can't is just depending on where I'm at mentally or what I have in front of me to try and accomplish that in the moment. But that doesn't mean that I don't work to obtain it, so I can go ahead and accomplish that goal. So my interaction with the world that way, you know, because I handle business, I'm seen as a respectable individual. I'm loved by many. Many people see me and recognize me as being reliable. But it sucks that sometimes I feel like I'm not reliable for the people that love me the most, that care about me the most, you know, and that I don't open up to them as much as I can. So, a lot of this has been developed over time. A lot of this has just been developed over time, and I accept it for what it is, but I definitely. So my camera died. That's what I was saying. I was like, I have spurts where I want to do better, where I want to do what I feel is better, and then I have other spurts where I'm kind of like, let me just focus on what's on my plate. That way, I just don't know. I don't want it to be forced. I want it to be natural. You know, I don't want to feel like I'm forcing anything. You know, when I start forcing stuff, that's when it just not goes downhill, but it just doesn't feel as authentic. And then that's what makes it feel like it's such a job for me to do what I feel at times maybe going out of my way. You know what I mean? Because I'm already set in how I am, you know. And I don't see there being such a big issue, but then again, you know, like I see how there can be issues that stem from it. I can see how it can make some of those people that are closest to me feel, you know what I mean? So, on to the next. I believe that communication is key. Sometimes I practice it, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I want to communicate effectively, and I do. Other times I want to, and I don't. Other times I just don't. Sometimes I don't care to communicate effectively, just because it may feel draining to explain yourself all the time. It may feel draining to explain yourself multiple times. Which is why, you know, some people may internalize things, some people may implode. I'm definitely an individual that implodes before I explode. And that's some weight that comes with choosing to respond and not react, because if I reacted, then I would definitely explode. But I'm grateful that I do take the time to consider some things before I just speak, before I just go on about whatever. So with that being said, you know, like the big question that I had was, am I an asshole or am I misunderstood? And I think ultimately when you ask yourself these kinds of questions, like how do you see yourself? What are your family interactions like? How does the world see you? Do you feel like this is developed, or are you like this? Are you just naturally like this? You know what I mean? And what can you do to put yourself in a better space? You know, only you can really determine what you are, and don't allow anybody else to project onto you who you may be, what you are, because only you have that power. Only you naturally have that power. And you lose it when you allow other people to tell you who you are and rely on it. Like, it's okay to hear from other sources, you know what I mean, but don't rely on everybody else to bring you some sort of affirmation or assurance, you know. So, that being said, peace be unto you all. I got work to do. I gotta pass out these lunches. That's something I did while my battery died, and I let it charge for a little bit. Oh, the battery doesn't die here, so yeah. Peace be unto y'all. Yeah. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. I would greatly appreciate that. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me if you feel like you're misunderstood, if you're an asshole, whatever. Let me know. Talk to me, and I'll reach back out to you in the comments, you know, or you can follow me on social media. Yeah, all of that, you know, yeah, reach out to me. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how you see yourself. Who are you? Yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. I would greatly appreciate it. Share, you know, if there's somebody that you felt may relate to this, you know, and that needs to do some soul searching, I'm all for it. I may not be like a licensed therapist or whatever, but I can listen and maybe offer some suggestions based on where I am and what I've been through. Yeah, that being said, you know,